Alright, good evening everyone. Today is September the 26th. It's about 10:30 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to start off with the New Zealand dollar. Here's a 240 chart. I believe yesterday I posted to where I have this as a 5-way move down for 1. I have a WXY for 2. And yesterday prices was in here to where I had this was as 1, 2, then a 1 and possible 2 here, although prices did find resistance below this resistance line, and basically this is a 1, 2, possibly 3, maybe a wave 4 will come around here to 72.48, give or take, and then you may see another wave down to approximately 71.45 or so for 1 of 3. So if you did take the trade to the downside, you definitely want to lower your stop to at least the 72.96 level. Now, if this is a 1, 2, 3, well then price won't even come. It only will trace about the 0.382, so it'll probably find some serious resistance at around 72.50. So it shouldn't be anywhere near the resistance level, but it just depends on your if you did take the trade and you want to kind of like lock in more pips, well, depending on where you got at, then you kind of want to bring your stop down to 72.25 if you are uncomfortable with the trade. But definitely once this finds its support in this particular level and we see a deeper retracement for wave 2, the opportunity to the downside is going to be great for wave 3. So I'll keep an eye on that. The dollar yen, it ended up going back up, so 309 ticks. I'm still unsure if the bottom is clear. However, if prices go above 114, then the bottom is in place. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Let's talk about the euro. I think 2 days ago I had this as a triangle to where the possibility was more to the upside. However, prices fell, and one thing you need to realize when you are trading and you see triangles, always keep in mind that triangles can go both ways. It can be a bullish or a bearish triangle. My triangle bearish was invalidated once price broke 1867. And once it broke 1867 and I got stopped out of the trade trying to go long, that's when I had to revisit this and say, well, what is this? So if you look at this on a 240-minute chart, you can clearly see that if I had this here as the top of wave 3, well then this 3-wave move down here is A of 4. Now you have A, B, C, D, and then E for wave B of 4. And then basically now you're going to have wave C, which was basically, this was the thrust, this particular move from 120 to 117 was the thrust out of the triangle. So had I been paying attention to the possibility of a bearish triangle versus a bullish triangle, I could have caught the thrust out of the triangle for 300 ticks. However, I'm not worried because this has a lot more room to the downside. It actually, I'm anticipating price going more near 115, not the 116 level. I'm trying to go short. I'm expecting prices to go back up to about 1810, give or take, and at that point I'll be looking to sell. As you can see, it keeps the support levels, the 100% support level has already been reached. However, this is definitely not, I can't count 5 waves down for either A of C or 1 of C of wave 4. But I do anticipate wave 4 ending near the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. And wave 4 of 1 lesser degree over here is at around 1666 or so, 1663. However, it has the potential to go a lot lower than that. So you definitely want to keep an eye out on the euro for dollar strength, for the euro to the downside. However, in the short-term view, you may see a small spike up to the levels of between 1810 and 1830, which is where at that point you can actually sell the euro. Also, I want to look at the Aussie. Now the Aussie, let's see. Okay, let's see. Aussie dollar. So with this, let me start with the daily. That way we can get a better time frame. I'll start with the weekly. I am down. I have this as a 3-wave move down from the August of 2011 down to January of 2016. This is A of 4. This is a triangle A, B, C, D, E for B of 4. And then this is possibly A, or it could be that this is the 1, 2, 3, and then I have an A, B, basically one more move up. So let's look at it on a smaller time frame, if I can find it. There it is. So as you can see, I'm down, but if you got, I have a 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3, and now I have this is wave A of 4, B of 4. I have C of 4 that's I'm expecting support at around 78.54, which is that's at pretty much the current level. And at that point, that's why you see I have my stop here at 78.10, but I do anticipate a strong support level at 78.54, and then I'll move up from 78.54 to roughly back towards about 80. So the reason why I took this trade at 78, I tried to go in at 78.80, but it was 78.79, is because I knew that price would find some support between 78.80 and 78.50. So give or take 30 ticks. But what I may do is, if price tends to go a little bit lower and goes down to roughly about 78.45 or so, I'll actually buy in again. But but I would still, my stop loss will still remain here at 78.10, because if prices goes below this A, then my wave 4 is invalidated, and this will be 3, 4, 5 basically. And now we already on the start of a dollar strength in this market as well. So that could be the case, but we gotta just wait and see how it plays out. So if you look at the 60-minute of this same chart, let's see here, what do I do? It's possible that wave C would probably end right here, and if we bring this in a little bit, So this is A of B, then A, B, C, B of B, then A, B, C. So I'm sorry, this is A of C, this is B of C, and then possibly wave C of C should end below, if you look at it on a 240, the 78.10 level, which is here. So that's what I'm expecting the Aussie to do, and we'll see how that plays out. And if it turns up, it'll be a decent trade. If it doesn't, I'll take a small profit. I mean, a small loss. No biggie. I'll start all over. So those are the only three markets I want to show today. It just definitely, the dollar has some strength, and look out for some increased volatility between Thursday and Friday. You got a few things coming out. So if the market is going to do something, it is likely to do it either Thursday or Friday. So I'll be posting tomorrow, and just be careful. Make sure that you guys' stop losses are tight, and make sure you do your analysis before you actually take a trade. And I hope that this small video helps. Happy trading.